A bar mitzvah traditionally marks the coming of age for a 13-year-old Jewish boy or girl. Today, 15 Binghamton University students celebrated their bat mitzvah a few years later than usual. Action News reporter Landon Sears introduces us to one of the new bar mitzvah boys.
Normally on a Sunday, Dan Lamont would be here at Tully's watching football with his college buddies. But instead, he's at the Chabad house at BU for his bar mitzvah.
I got back from the bars at 3:30 last night, but I'm good to go.
Probably no one thought Dan would have a bar mitzvah. At least not his mom when he told her over the phone a few weeks ago.
At first I thought it was a prank call because Dan is a bit of a jokester, and I thought he was just pulling one over on me. And I said, okay, Dan, let's get serious. And he said, no, I really am.
His brothers at Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity were surprised too.
And I was like, oh, I got a little announcement. Next Sunday, we're having a bar mitzvah. And people were just like, no.
But having a bar mitzvah was something he decided he wanted once he met other Jewish kids at school and in his fraternity. He went to the Chabad house about a month ago and learned how he could finally have a bar mitzvah. Rabbi Levi Slonim of the Chabad helped Dan prepare for the big day.
I think it's one of the most greatest and special days of his life.
Dan says he waited until now to have his bar mitzvah because he wasn't mature enough as a 13-year-old.
Well, you see, a 13-year-old involved going to Hebrew school, learning, actually reading from the Torah, being really into it.
But now he's ready to wear tefillin, which to Jews serve as a sign and remembrance that God brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Inside the leather box are the most sacred Hebrew prayers, which Dan recited for the first time on his bar mitzvah.
They're obligated to fulfill and carry out all of the commandments that God commanded us.
Dan says he's glad he waited until now to have his bar mitzvah, now that he's ready to practice Judaism more seriously. Investor, Landon Sears, WBNG TV, Action News.
The rabbi says he hopes all the students plan to make Judaism an important part of their life.